Good morning, everybody. Orange J here with another War of the Visions video, and we've got a big one coming for you today. We are going to preview tomorrow's patch, and we've got Master Ability 2s, we've got level 140s, we've got two new Vision cards, and job upgrades. It's a lot. We're not even going to hit on Trials of Reckoning. Just a ton of stuff to go over. So ride along on this journey of global upgrades, including a lot of global upgrades that JP has never gotten. So we're going to get to explore some new things. I do want to do a quick shout out before I get into this video to Stefan in YouTube chat, Rheingold in game, and his family of guilds called Gaia Armada. He's been a big supporter of this channel lately, super chats, gifting subs, and I really appreciate that. He said, hey, if I would shout out his family of guilds in return, and I'm happy to do it. I will link the Gaia Armada Discord in the description of this video. If you're looking for a guild, competitive, maybe a little less competitive, check out their server, just hang out with them. Thank you, Stefan, for the support, and there you go, guys. Click that link, join their Discord. Let's go on. Now, two new Vision cards coming this week. First is the Resnick Vision card, which is really Rysel's Vision card. We'll look at this in more detail here in a second. Just remember that Resnick, and Resnick get magic attack and unit attack resist up. So both of them get unit attack resist up. The magic one gets magic, the attack one gets attack. That's why I'll call this Resnick's card sometimes. Then the card that we don't know a lot about yet is Meeting the Moonlight. Now we do know what the effects are, we just don't know the stats. Man-Eater Physical, AoE Resist. Just those two things combined is insanely strong. With critical evasion, I think this could be a very strong card. Let's wait and see the numbers Wednesday before we give the final judgment on that. Then the person wearing it is Defense Up, and Dwayne will get Absolute Terror, a large damage courage removal move. He already has Re-Raise remove in his kit. Now he has courage. He has access to both. That in itself is really awesome, and it's another AoE attack for him. I like this. Let's see what that card looks like tomorrow. Now, we're going to jump back over to the client in a moment and talk about job upgrades. But before that, I want to go ahead and go over the Master Ability 2s, the 140s, and our new VC for Rysel and the Resnicks. So here is Sharpened Garyu Claw, or whatever it was called in the global version. I forgot the name already. Anyway, it's a 3 agility card, which is a big deal, with 166 attack and a little bit of dex. The unit effect is Slash Attack 10, AoE Resist 5, a strong unit effect if you're a slash attacker. Anytime you can sneak in a little AoE resist, I really like that. Then it's Slash Resist 24, Attack 40, Accuracy 25. That is a buff. That's really, really nice. But the awkward thing about this card is the units that can use it. Like, if you go to WoTV Calc and you open up this page of the units that can use that card, and you just go through element by element, you're like, which element mono team would want to really, use this card? I don't know. But keep in mind, Wind, Rysel will really benefit from this card. So I think maybe her in a rainbow comp with maybe like a Joom, something like that. That could be the build path here. I think it's a card built for her, and maybe like a lot of these cards will just scale into the future. That's my little short breakdown there. Now, let's go over Master Ability 2s and Transcendence. Dwayne is getting both for us this week. So we know Dwayne will pick up another 20% attack from that 10 to that 30, and he'll pick up 20% more HP. The real question for global is, what's his 140 look like? If it's great, prepare to see Dwayne, Sephiroth with Dwayne's card and Anima and anything else. Maybe Lemure, Black Rose, Helena. There's just crazy team comps I think you can build that will be strong around those two if they hook him up. So I personally hope they do hook him up. Dwayne is one of our first global units, and I just like seeing him get some love. Now, Elsorel, Sleepy Girl, is getting her Master Ability 2, but not her Dream upgrade yet. I think she becomes interesting. I don't think she becomes great, but I think she becomes really playable with the Dream upgrade. For now, she's getting 20% more Pierce and Missile Resist. So if you're building specifically to fight those things, that's interesting. And then 20 Slash Attack Pin. She gets 20 more later with her Dream upgrade, along with some more HP and a Gravity Blade upgrade. We'll cover that when it comes. She's only getting the Master Ability 2 this week. Crazy, the MR unit is getting a really crazy, LOL, Master Ability 2. So she's picking up 10 more AoE resist, putting her at 20. She's picking up 20 critical damage for herself. Range +1, that's so good. And she's getting on crit restore 200 CT. So if she crits, she's gonna just like go quicker. I love this upgrade for her. Like, I don't know that you're gonna use her still, because gunners struggle by, if there's terrain, gunners suck. If there's units in their way, gunners suck. It's a problem with gunners. Still, I do think this is a very, very good upgrade for her. I like it a lot. We'll see. Someday she'll also get this dream upgrade as well for more crit, more AoE resist, putting her at, what, 35 before VCs with the skill upgrade. We'll cover that when it comes. Now, Fryevia. Fryevia is getting her 140 for us this week. We have no idea what it is because JP hasn't got it yet. Again, another unit that exists in an element where, like, ice has good tanks. You have Agrius and Snow already chilling in ice. Can Fryevia get enough love as a global unit to hit their level? I hope so. I think that'd be really cool. I would love to see more Fryevias running around, so she's getting that. Zazan, another global boy that we're just gonna have to figure out what his master ability or his level 140 looks like this week. We don't know yet. We don't know yet. It could be really good. It could be a joke. We'll see. He's already usable right now. He could bring Earth Evade into kind of a place where you might want to play it. Let's see. It all depends on if they hook him up or not. Now, Starlight Elena. Okay, here's the big money one, right? She has her dream upgrade in JP, so we can more or less predict what hers is going to be like. But this skill right here is different in JP than it is in global. We know she's going to get 20 slash pin, so more damage. We know she's going to pick up 10% dark resist, which is a big deal because probably one of her main jobs is going to be to fight Sephiroth teams. So what about this skill upgrade? Let's go look at it. Now, in JP, her courage always had 2 uses. In global, her courage has 1 use. It's just courage. In JP, she also got critical evade with it. The upgrade gave her accuracy as well. That's the only thing it did. If the upgrade in global just copies this and we all of a sudden get a 2-use accuracy, crit evade, courage buff to Starlight Elena, she is right back in there, baby, like top tier Guild Wars unit. If it just comes with these 2 things and not the other use, I still think she's really, really good. Either way, I think she is a good dark unit again. You do have your dark resistance passive right here. She's getting another 10. You could just build her for dark resist with her TMR. She could be a good Sephiroth fighter, a good Dwayne fighter, something like that. She doesn't suck anyway. She's already really good. She gets a little bit more damage in dark resist. Very PvP focused dream ability upgrade, by the way. Not PvE focused at all. Venera. Venera's getting her dream upgrade. So here's what we're getting. More damage with slash attack pin 20. She's getting more damage with slash attack up and upgrading skill Clan. Now Clan is her self-only shield that previously was 50% shield, 20 AP restore, 25 single target resist. Still a 50% shield, AP restore 30 now, so it will generate 42 AP because it'll generate half of the TP cost plus 30, so that's a lot of AP generated, and 40 single target resist. So if you can run this girl with some AoE resist vision cards, find some ways to get some AoE resist on her, she could be a very hard girl to kill by either dodging, sort of like a Leela the Bold type, or just through AoE and single target resist. I still don't think you'll see a bunch of her in PvP, but maybe you'll see some of her and that would be cool. Okay, Lucia. Lucia is getting initial AP 20, which I think is a big deal for PvE, like chaining teams. That's awesome. That's more quad shotting. She's getting missile attack resist pin 20, which is a PvP buff, and her sadistic blast is getting upgraded. I think this is a really good upgrade right here. So Sadistic Blast still has 200% damage, still piercing, now has a 50% chance to inflict slow for 3 turns for the target. Hey, that's nice. Like, I like that. 50% chance to inflict slow. Okay, maybe you run this girl as like high faith, just keep her far range and try to just start dropping slows on the enemy. Again though, what am I going to say? She's a gunner, and guess what sucks about gunners? Can't shoot anybody if your teammates are standing next to them because you'll shoot them in the back, and if there's a tree out there, you can't shoot. Gunners just get the rough end of the stick. Okay, Queen Macherie. Her dream upgrade by itself is very mid, except for one thing. So, Spirit Penetration 20, very powerful. That's a great upgrade for her. This Healing Power one is interesting because it synergizes with the Horn Soul upgrade. Still, I think it's just okay. So, Horn Soul. This is her re-raise. This is a skill that she will use basically every fight, in my opinion, so I do like that. It's a 2-use re-raise. Now, she will get CT up plus another 100. It was 200, now it's 300, and the heal goes from 20 to 40. So, the nice thing there, it's more healing and more healing power. So the heal will hit a lot harder. That's nice. And if we go look at the things that trigger when she re-raises, you can see that the CT up goes from 200 to 300, and she still gets this activation time down, which is nice. So it's an okay buff for Queen Ma Cherie. The thing with Queen Ma Cherie is she was already really good. She's just a little bit better. That's what she needed. Cool. Let's move on. Glassy. Now, this is regular Glassy, not Flag Bearer Glassy or the other ones. It's just regular old Glaciella Wazette. What's she getting? 20 AoE resist. Dang, that's a lot. She's also getting magic resist 30, and you might think, oh my goodness, that's so much. Well, she used to be -10, now she's +20. So it makes a weakness into a strength. I like that. And then stunning thrust gets an upgrade. This one's interesting. So we come down here. Stunning thrust was 200% damage with a 25% chance of inflicting slow. It is now a 100% hit move with a 50% chance to inflict stun. That's pretty strong. The issue being here that she has other 200% moves with 100% hit chance. This one will also crit more, so the AI might still want to use this unless they can hit more than one target. So maybe getting her to use it will be a little tricky. Still, this is a very good move. Does it make Glassy a like staple water PvP unit? No, I don't think so. Does it make her more usable than she was before? For sure. Again, especially this 20 AoE resist, just going to help her live. I like it. Next, Luartha. There's a lot of these. There's a lot. So here's Luartha. She is getting missile attack 15 and AoE resist 15. Nice. Okay, good upgrade, and rapid release is getting buffed. Here's the thing with Luartha's upgrade for me. The rapid release upgrade now restores 250 CT when she uses the ability. This is very good potentially for some like chaining teams. You mostly use Luartha for her quad shot. A 4-hit chaining attack is like the key to getting high scores in raids, right? So it was 165% modifier skill before. I think that was great. Maybe now you can sneak in a double attack and get another quad shot in. It only has 3 uses. So maybe this is a way to get a 4th attack in from Luartha without having to go to like a VC to do that, right? Because since she had Soldier, you could use a triple hit vision card on her. Maybe now you can give that to somebody else. Something like that. I don't know. Maybe that's the play here. Still, she's a gunner, so in PvP, are these buffs good? Yes, she's still a gunner. Gunners are hella hard to use. Now, let's get to the best ones. The MR tanks, Ravis and Dario, I think, get the best treatment on this thing. Ravis gets 30 more AoE resist. She already had 10 single target resist. Now she has 30 AoE resist. Wow. And then Brine Cross becomes insane. So Brine Cross, this move before, 196% modifier, dispelled all her debuffs, absorbed damage, right? Now it will be 100% hit plus absorb damage. It had 25% chance to inflict blind. It still has that. And now it increases her evasion for 60 for 3 turns. A 60% evasion buff. Like, this is a tank that's going to walk into the middle of the enemy team, maybe blind them, become an evasion unit, and like evade tank for a while. It's just so cool. Like, is there a weird Sir O Ravis evasion cost limited team out there somewhere? Maybe. Either way, this chick could see some real action now in some cost-limited PvP, or maybe for fun in like regular PvP. Okay, Dario. I love this one as well. He gets HP and Spirit. Hey, look, he's a tank. Let's give him more tanky stuff. And he's always kind of been a more niche magic tank. He gets a lot of that here, but I think secretly he becomes a better physical tank as well because of this Drain Seal upgrade. So, Drain Seal, most importantly, upgrades. It's still a 100% counter off move that does 165% damage now instead of 86. Again, encouraging the AI to use it, but it's really his long range that will help the AI use this. Then it's a 100% hit move, gives him 40 spirit for a turn and 12 aggro. That 12 aggro is such a big deal because now you don't have to run his Spellblade sub to get access to attract spell or attract magic just to generate more hate. You could generate it here which opens up the Paladin sub, which gives you access to both Sentinel, which can help him move towards the enemy maybe, or Saintly Wall, which is the 50% physical damage reduction buff, or physical damage reduction shield for 3 turns. He needs this because he already has a magic shield up here. Maybe now you just have Dario go magic shield, physics shield, drain seal, and that's his thing. And he's just shielded to the stars. I think it's an awesome upgrade for him. I love the Dario upgrade. There it is. And then Valade also gets a hookup. And somebody was asking me in chat earlier, who do I recommend like spending your scrolls and antlers on for SR units? Guys, there's not that many SR units, and SR scrolls and seals are plentiful, and like, just use them. Just upgrade these guys if you want to. Here's what Valade gets. 800 more activation time down for his skills and attack and not attack, and then guidance of live ice. Now, Valade's basically an instant cast unit now, because he already had 200 off here. He gets the other 800 from his Transcendence. That's pretty cool. And then look at this buff upgrade. Guidance of live ice before was pretty good. It was ice attack 40, accuracy 60. That's great. Now, it's reaction block rate 50, both of those other things, and protect and de-aggro for himself. That's good. That's good. Combine that with the fact that he had Barbarizara liver. Yeah, Barbarizara live, I believe is what that is on global maybe, which is an insane ice wind resist buff that also is agility, attack, and magic. This dude is a buffing machine for cost limited ice. Like, you throw 2 really good ice units out there and let him just power them up. Oh my gosh, that's crazy. So he gets a lot of love right there. Now, we got 3 pieces of gear getting upgraded as well. Shinra Bangle's getting upgraded. Let's look at it. Here's what the Shinra Bangle is getting. 2 more defense on the defense version. And it is getting critical damage 20 instead of critical damage 15. So a little more crit damage. Defense pen 10 stays the same, and crit rate 10 now. So it's picking up 5 more crit damage and 10 crit hit rate. Not bad. It's still a really good damage dealing accessory. It's just a little better than it was before. Okay, there's that. Spine Blade. This was always known as like Dwayne's sword. Its upgrade's not that good. So basically, it's getting 15 more attack, which is oof. 6 more accuracy on any of the builds. It's getting 10 more accuracy here, and the defense pin stays the same. Man, I don't know. Like, that's just not great. I still think it's a good sword for Dwayne potentially, but I could see myself just running like AP cost down or something like that instead of this one. Still, defense pin is nice. Accuracy is nice. That's 30 accuracy on a sword. It does open up some builds for you. I don't know. I just would have liked to see this power up with him a little bit more. So that's the Spine Blade upgrade. And then Gold Anklet. This is more of a niche like PvE item. It has an agility buff on it. It's now 17 spirit instead of 12. And it's a 3-turn 8% agility buff instead of the old 2-turn buff. So that's all the gear upgrades. Now, video's not over. We're at 17 minutes and we're still rolling. This is a long one. We've got Dual Gunner, Assassin, and Trick Lancer getting upgraded. Now, Dual Gunner, that's going to be your like Luarthas of the world, your Lucias of the world. Assassin's going to be like your Venera. Trick Lancer is your like Winter Luartha. Okay, Dual Gunner, what are they getting? Firing stance. Gets another use and will now give missile attack resist piercing rate. Huge upgrade right there. Really nice for a missile team. Get missile attack resist pin on a buff. Love that one. Quad shot is now high accuracy 4 hit damage. Okay. Dual trigger now lowers CT. That's big, and the AI loves to use dual trigger, so it lowering CT has PvE and PvP significant. Both game modes. All game modes, it's better. Split shot is cheaper. Rapid fire gains a range height. Horizontal shot is 8 AP cheaper. Missile mastery upgrades to dual gunner mastery, giving another range +1. I like that. Lucia's EX job, we talked about that already. And then Luartha's EX job will give a diamond-shaped AoE now. Removes Protect Shell and Haste from targets. It deals 2 hit damage, so Haste getting added, and the Diamond Shape getting added there. Okay, Assassin. Armor Cleaver, one of their best moves, gets an upgrade right here. Now has 4 uses and hits in a square instead of a cross. Raises luck for 3 turns. So on an agility, like an evasion unit, a luck buff is cool. Lowers defense, then deals large damage. Heavenly Blade. Significantly lowers reaction ability activation rate of targets. Wow, words. Then for 3 turns, then deals damage medium. So, okay. It's a big AoE attack based on the point. It now lowers activation for counters. Okay, cool. Condemning Blade, now a guaranteed hit move. Poison Sting. Now this one's interesting because like the animation on Poison Sting is him like throwing a knife, right? It's now a diamond-shaped AoE. It's a big-ass knife. That's a big knife. Like they're throwing that knife and it blows up like a mortar shell or something. So that's interesting. But a diamond-shaped AoE is nice. Pillaging Sting gets range height 1. Acquired AP up. This is a nice one. Raises slash attack piercing rate and acquired AP up. For PvP, that's a significant upgrade. Don't know if you'll use it, but it's a significant upgrade. Venera's EX ability. The barrier is better. We already looked at this. Shadowless Blade. Rafel's EX ability. Now removes re-raise from target. Like that. That's a nice little buff to Rafel for the Rafel enthusiasts out there. And then Trick Lancer. Binding Javelin, AP consumption goes down 4. AI loves to use this move. That's a nice upgrade. Masterful Melody is now a square-shaped buff, and missile attack resist will be increased further. So a very good upgrade to a buff that the game loves to use. Barrier Break Lance, another popular move, will now lower own AP consumption for 1 turn upon crit. Okay. All-Out Assault now also buffs critical hit rate. Unwavering Javelineer raises accuracy rate and nullifies confusion, stun, and enhances range from Binding Javelin. So you'd run this one if you wanted to throw your Binding Javelin really far. On some maps you would run this. Now you're a higher accuracy unit. I think that's cool. And then Winter Luarth's EX ability is now 6 AP cheaper and bestows AP Auto Restore if you crit. That's a really nice upgrade. And I am 150% out of breath at 21.5 minutes of filming this video. Guys, thank you for watching. That is going to do it for this YouTube video. I will try to get a video out about Trials of Reckoning, maybe like this afternoon, but just don't have the time today to film it with that big video. So thank y'all. Have a great rest of your day. Click that Discord link in the description to check out Gaia Armada, and I will check you out next. I'll see you. Words are abandoning me. I will see you next time. Bye-bye.